Yes. Okay. All right. Wait, hold on a second. I got to do something. Okay. Smartphones. Do you find yourself compulsively checking your phone throughout the day? Are you constantly checking for text or refreshing your Twitter feed? These could be signs that you are addicted to your smartphone. According to WebMD, Dr. Perlow performed a study of business professionals and found that 70% say that they check their smartphone as soon as they get up. 56% check their phone within an hour of going to sleep, and 48% check their phone constantly over the weekend, and 44% said they would experience a great deal of anxiety if they lost their phone and couldn't replace it for a week. I'll admit it, I check my phone compulsively throughout the day, while I'm in the waiting room at the doctor's office, while I'm at my kids' swim practice or meets, at work, or while I'm in a meeting. Sometimes it is in my hand before I even know what I am searching for. Why should I care about smartphone addiction, you ask? How does it affect my everyday life? With every passing day, technology is overwhelming our daily lives. Regardless of age, gender, ethnicity, career, or economic status, you're probably packing a smartphone right now. The smartphone is not just an object, but for many, a best friend. In this speech, I will discuss what makes a smartphone so addictive, the different ways you can cut back on your usage and try to persuade you to live in the moment of what's right in front of you and not what's going on inside your smartphone. What makes a smartphone so addictive? When you think about being addicted to something, you automatically think of smoking, alcohol, or drugs. Well, it turns out that the same chemical in your brain is released every time you check your smartphone. New data suggests that it is possible that you are actually addicted to your smartphone. It looks like your brain gives a little dopamine push every time you check your phone for a new message. According to Wikipedia, dopamine plays a major role in the brain system that is responsible for reward-driven learning. Every type of reward that has been studied increases the level of dopamine transmission in the brain, and a variety of highly addictive drugs, including stimulants such as cocaine and heroin, act directly on the dopamine system. Dopamine can be good as it rewards behaviors necessary for survival, but it also has a dark side when it overwhelms your brain and alleviates one type of reward over another, like drugs or alcohol or over food. This very well explains why it's so hard to pull ourselves away from our screens. It actually feels good when we get a text message. So like any potential addicting thing, consume in moderation, watch that it doesn't negatively impact your key relationships. Now, how do we cut back the usage of our smartphones? Well, why don't we replace phone time with book time? Back in the old days, many people carried a paperback wherever they went. Now, instead of cracking open the spine on a Steinbeck, we read the top 5 reasons Miley Cyrus is crazy, or check out what our friends are eating for lunch. Make a list and check it twice. Make a list of all the times when a phone really isn't a necessity. When cell phones came about in 1983, the justification for their existence was found in their ability to help people in a crisis. Now we carry them wherever we go. Park your phone while driving. And also, limit game time. Game playing is a great way to unwind and do something a little mindless at the end of the day or when a short break is needed. Game playing for hours on end, though, is probably a little excessive. Visualize the results. Your smartphone can literally make you sick. It's not like your phone rolls around in the mud or plays in the trash. However, it touches all these surfaces, and your hands touch your phone, and your phone touches your face. Reducing your smartphone use also increases your creativity. Believe it or not, smartphones can dampen your creativity. In order to think creativity, you need a little downtime to let your mind wander. If you're like me and checking your phone at every free moment you get and checking Facebook statuses and playing games, you have very little time to unwind. Reconnect. Some people find themselves so addicted to their smartphones that they feel disconnected from the people in their life. By keeping your phone off while you are home with your family around, the people you love will leave you feeling satisfied. Reduce stress. It reduces stress and anxiety. While many of us love being able to stay connected through email, text, and calls with our smartphones, it's the same constant availability that can lead to major stress. Every time the phone rings or alerts message comes through, some of us feel a twinge of anxiety, and no one needs that sort of stress in their lives. More productive. I am extremely guilty of this one. I may sit down for a moment in the morning to check my emails, and my intention is to get started with my day. Unfortunately, more times than not, I end up checking Facebook, playing games, trying to beat that next level of Candy Crush instead of doing my homework. A better night's sleep. If you take your phone to bed with you, you find yourself plugged in when you should be winding down. Instead of relaxing your brain, you're filling it with more thoughts. By turning off your phone 1 hour before bedtime can improve your beauty sleep. So in conclusion, I have discussed with you what makes smartphones so addictive, what gave you some tips on how to cut back your use, and how reducing your smartphone time can increase your health. Now that you understand a little bit more about your smartphone and how your smartphone is taking over, you can get out and make some new friends and leave your smartphone at home for a change. And if you couldn't resist checking your smartphone in the time that it took me to give you this speech, then you might be addicted. Thank you.
That's good. Yay! That was awesome.